I can't hear her. I mean,
Yeah, I can't hear her line. Oh yeah. You're leaving an Amy? Hold on, I gotta mute it. Somehow. Oh, here we go.
there she is. I was here. That's a lot better.
Amy, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Tammy, can you hear me? Yeah? Oh, that would be a big thumbs up. Was I talking to myself for a while?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder why it was unmuted. That is so funny. Well, I was asking you guys if you could see the chat option. Oh, cool. Did anybody see my hi pop up?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to ask questions there, you can. Like if you think of something like while I'm talking, feel free to ask questions. So today, I want to make sure that I answer your guys' questions. Don't be shy. Make sure you ask them. And if everybody can mute their mic, unless you're going to talk, you can mute and unmute mute your mic. If you keep it unmuted, it'll keep switching to you. Actually, I could probably mute them for you. I'm still learning. Is this anybody's first week here? I feel like I see new faces, or maybe it's just been so long since I've seen you all. All right. I have to see somebody, and I don't even see myself. This is weird. Oh, weird. That is so weird. I can't see anybody. Sorry, guys. Well, I guess I'm just going to talk to myself. That's weird. I'm kind of sad right now. Sorry, guys. I know you guys are like waiting for the exciting stuff, right? That's just weird. Usually it just shows me a video.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Oh.
Yay!
If you guys talk, now I can see you, but I feel like I'm just talking to you. That's fine. But usually I can see myself too. That's so bizarre. Anyways, cool. All right. Well, let's get started. So it's the end of week 3 and we have 3 more weeks to go. We're halfway, everybody. So if you're here, that means you rock, you're awesome, you're still dedicated, you're still committed. If you guys saw, I posted the people that have lost 5 pounds and the people that have lost 10 pounds already, which is pretty stinking awesome in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Sorry, distractions. No, but yeah, I think that's really awesome. I'm sorry I missed a couple of you guys. I feel really bad. I don't even know how I did that. I was looking at the breakdown of everybody that lost weight, and I think I just missed typing a couple names. But I'm going to redo that because I feel like I want you guys to have that recognition and to be excited. And I'm going to post it publicly too on Facebook. If anybody doesn't want their name posted, I would be sad, but I respect that if you want that to be confidential. Just let me know if you're on that list, because I want your friends to know, and I want people to recognize that. So when they see you, they can say, awesome job, because that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us motivated. I'm going to have to put somebody else on my, I'm just joking. The only person I can see is Angelina and her daughter, so it's funny. Too funny. Anyways, make sure you review your goals this week. That's going to be really important, because right now is when you might start feeling like it's getting harder to get those changes. The first week you get awesome results. You might have lost 5 pounds. Some of you lost even more than 5 pounds, which is outrageous and awesome. But usually that first week you're losing water weight. The huge changes, if you've been eating a lot of salt before, or if you're eating out before, you lose a lot that first week. So don't expect that every week. I've gotten quite a few people messaged me and were like, I only lost 3 pounds this week. And I'm like, what? Like, I lost
great.
one in like 3 weeks, So, I mean, that's amazing. Like, be excited. If you lose half a pound, be excited. Like, that's progress. That's farther than you would have been if you would have never done this. And if some of you hadn't started this challenge, you might have actually been 5 pounds heavier. So think about that, think about where you're at. Think about everything that you're doing. I know some of you were even hesitant to join. I've talked to some of you for like the past 6 months, probably off and on, about health and fitness. There's a couple of you that really stand out that I honestly thought you were just never going to do it. I can't believe you decided to join, and you're the ones that are telling me, hey, this isn't that hard. Really isn't. This is something that's enjoyable and I like it. And that makes me feel good, because that's what I want everybody to feel. I want you to feel like this is something that's part of your life now. And it's not a burden. It's not a burden to like exercise. I want you to feel like you really enjoy it. The more you start seeing exercise as a chore, the harder it's going to be. So stop thinking of it as a chore. When you exercise, it's 30 minutes of your day, sometimes an hour for some of you. But those 30 minutes can change the rest of your day. It can give you that confidence, that motivation. It makes you feel good. Your friends are going to notice. Your family is going to notice. You're going to have more patience with your kids. You're going to want to wake up in the morning. But sometimes you still want to strangle your kids. That's normal. No. But truly, like, exercise can be the answer to a lot of things you've been struggling with. It can cure depression. I mean, I can't even tell you guys, last year, I know I was doing challenge groups, but I wasn't feeling the energy. I was still recovering from having the baby, and I don't know what was going on with me. But I'll tell you, my diet wasn't in check, and I wasn't committed to exercising every day. It's horrible to admit that, but it's true. But when you commit yourself and you tell yourself, I'm doing this, and you wake up every morning and you say, I'm going to do this, and you make it happen, that's when you start feeling those changes. And that's when everybody around you changes. Your whole life will just completely change. Sleep. I want to talk about sleep really quick. I know some of you are getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep and you think that's okay. It's going to add up, and it's going to result in fatigue. Like, you can't do that forever. You cannot do that forever. The only excuse anybody would have is if they have an infant. And at that point, you better be taking naps. When the baby sleeps, you sleep, okay? Because I've been there, and that's truly the only time in your life when you have a true excuse for not sleeping. If you're staying up late watching TV, you can cut back on that. Keep your phone out of your room. This is a huge thing. I started this at the beginning of the year, and I really, truly believe in it. My husband thinks I'm nuts. He doesn't believe me. He's like, what? I'm like, can you put your phone in the kitchen? He's like, no. But I put mine in the kitchen. I shut it off. And I use a real alarm clock again, because for the longest time I'd be sitting in bed for an hour just staring at my phone. And then that triggers your brain, and it gets your brain like firing. So when you go to sleep, your brain doesn't go into that deep sleep that we all need. So no phones within an hour of going to bed, no computers, no nothing like that. If you read a book, take a bath, do something relaxing, just lay in bed, I mean, just stop the electronic thing, because it'll really change your sleep. It'll make you feel good. So if you're struggling with sleep, focus on that. Find a way to get that in check. If you're working 12-hour shifts, I know how hard it can be to find those hours. Just take your days off to catch up on your sleep. I believe you can catch up on sleep. Stress is another one. Stress hopefully will be relieved if you're exercising a lot and you're eating right. You'll feel that stress relief. But try not to dwell on the small things in life. Don't let your kids stress you out. I know it happens to me all the time. I mean, I feel like I get overwhelmed. But, you just got to take time for yourself. Like, quit making excuses why you're not taking that half hour a week. You know, I mean, all it is like every day, take those 15 minutes to focus on yourself, find something that you enjoy, something that is totally stress-free. I know people that like to knit. I've heard knitting is like really stress relieving, and I've never done it. My sister does it even, or she crochets, and it's totally something that like doesn't take a lot of thought, I guess. So I think, but yeah, it's relaxing. So find something that's relaxing. Your exercise, I want you guys to stop thinking of it for weight loss. Like, we're not exercising for weight loss. We're exercising to feel good, to boost our metabolism, to make us feel good, to reduce that stress. The exercise, if you start thinking of it as something that's fun and something that's exciting and something that's going to enhance your day and totally change your life, it's going to be that more exciting. And throughout the day, I want you to remember, you know, how that exercise makes you feel. Like, not just thinking, I'm just going to exercise and I'm going to lose weight. Because if you start thinking about that and just the weight loss, you're not going to get the results you're looking for. It's almost like you have to put that on the back burner. And then you have to think about like all the things that the exercise is doing for you. And if you're not enjoying your workout, you probably haven't found your soulmate workout. And you've probably heard me talk about that before, but everybody has one. There's a workout out there that everybody enjoys. And I found my second one. I didn't know you can have two loves in your life, but hey, I'm right with that. No, but Turbo Fire was always my favorite. It's high energy, gets your heart rate up. But then this Hammer and Chisel, it's the complete opposite because it's weight training. But both of those workouts, my heart rate gets up. My heart rate's high. And something about getting your heart rate up, it triggers your brain and it gets you feeling good. So if you're not feeling super awesome with your workouts, it's time to push yourself harder. And there's a possibility, you know, that you're still going through that transition of detoxing. So if you're not feeling really good still, it might take a little bit longer, depending on how many years. I mean, you think about how long it took you to put on weight or to create these bad habits and how long you've been doing it. It's not just going to get reversed in 3 weeks. Like, this is the beginning of your journey. So you just got to keep going. And some of you have been doing this with me for a while, and I think that is amazing, you know, because it just shows how dedicated you are and how even though you might have a couple rough weeks or a couple months that are bad, you still come back and you keep going. Different activity levels. I think I posted on my personal page about this, but activity levels are different for everybody. Like, if you have a job where you're on your feet all day, you're going to burn more calories than somebody who's sitting at a desk all day. So if you're eating the exact same things, you weigh the same, and your friend's losing weight, but you're not losing weight, you just got to think about your activity levels. And everybody's body is so different. You can't compare yourself to somebody else. So if you truly do sit all day, it's time to start thinking of ways you can like add exercise, you know, take the stairs, not the elevator, go on a walk during your lunch break, doing things that are just more active. You know, even standing burns more calories than sitting. You can do, if you have time to watch TV, which I hope you guys have limited time to watch TV, make sure you're doing something on the commercials, you know, get up and move around, do some squats or some push-ups or, you know, keep your body moving. Fitbits, I know we talked about those before, but Fitbits are awesome. They basically track your activity level and they will tell you exactly how busy you are. Like, this week I worked a long shift, at the Lucky Jam Barn, and I was there like 10 hours and I still didn't get 10,000 steps. So just because you're working somewhere and you're walking a lot doesn't mean you're actually like truly really active. I mean, that's more than somebody that sits at a desk all day, but everybody's level is going to be different. And you've got to know your level, because if you don't know what level you're at, you're probably going to eat too much food. And that kind of sucks because you got to play with it for a couple weeks to figure it out. So if we've gone 3 weeks and you haven't lost any weight, I don't want you to stress the weight. But at the same time, we, of course, all want to lose weight. So something probably needs to be looked at or adjusted or changed. If you've lost 3 pounds, that's fine, because 3 pounds is 3 pounds. Like, it takes 3,500 calories. It takes 3,500 calories to burn 1 pound of fat. Like, that's a lot of calories. So think that progress is huge, you know, so think of it that way. And like I said, don't expect to lose that much every single week, because if you start thinking that, you're just going to get discouraged. And if you are losing that every week, like 3 pounds or more, I'm a little scared, because you're probably losing muscle and you're not losing fat. And that's not the healthy way to do it. And what will happen after this challenge is you're going to go on this binge and you're going to totally forget what you learned, and it's going to be reversed. So let's just take this one day at a time, nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Weigh-ins this week are required. So if you want to win the grand prizes, you got to weigh in. So either on my scale, if you came to my house, or on your scale, you have to send a picture of your scale this week. All the other weeks until the final weigh-in, you don't have to send the picture of the scale, and you don't have to come to my house. But this week you have to. So whatever scale you used when you first weighed in, you got to use that same scale. Yeah, and I'll verify that. If you want to take progress pictures after 3 weeks, that might be a good idea too. I like to take them halfway because I think it's more motivating to see the changes in your body. Because you might have gained some muscle, lost some fat, you know, and you'll see that in the pictures. I think that's most everything I wanted to talk about. So does anybody have any questions? We're all motivated, right? Everybody
Yes.
feels good? Yay! And please reach out to me if you're struggling. Some of you I haven't heard from. I try to drop everybody a little, hey, how you doing? And then I'm waiting for like, I'm struggling, but like nobody's really coming to me. Like I'm not getting very many struggles. So please don't hesitate because it's normal to feel struggles. It truly, truly is. Reach out to your friends, reach out to somebody in the group that you feel connected with. I love how personable you guys are. You guys are helping each other and motivating each other. Just keep doing it. Keep checking in. Anybody? Any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Who's going to win this thing? Everybody. Everybody, right? We're all winners. Remember that. So even if your name wasn't on the list of losing 5 pounds, that's fine, you know, because you're going to be recognized for other things. And you might continue this and somebody else might not, you know. So just congratulate yourself for everything that you've done. And if you feel like your workouts are not pushing you, talk to me because we can talk about what you're doing and make sure that that's challenging you because you want to make sure it's something that's really pushing you. I feel like we shouldn't be done yet. I kind of talked fast.
Well, everybody muted themselves, so they can't.
Yeah, I know. You can unmute yourself and talk or chat. I was ignoring the chat. Sorry, guys. Weigh-ins, I'll post about weigh-ins at my house. It's going to be the same tomorrow, 10 to noon tomorrow, and then Monday night from 5 to 6. So we'll do 10 to noon, so 2-hour block tomorrow morning if you guys want to come weigh at my house. And then if you need another time, if that doesn't work for you, just let me know because I'm pretty open. I can be flexible. Any other questions?
No,
Anybody want to share their struggle this week?
food.
Who doesn't struggle with food? No.
That was last week.
Confession. What was your cheat?
Lots of stuff.
Like, where to begin?
Well, chocolate covered almonds in there.
Oh, man, I can't have those in my house. Those are dangerous.
Decision. It's still in the house.
I'll be over in a minute. No, just kidding. Has anybody else had a struggle that you want to share?
I can't say all the almonds. Nope, we're good.
Awesome. All right. I know somebody else has a struggle other than eating chocolate-covered almonds. Mine would be making frosting at work because I'm the frosting person now. And I started working there just to get out of the house a few hours a week, and now it's turned into me being the little baker and froster. And so I've been experimenting with, I have to taste it, and everybody's like, you got to taste it for quality control. I'm like, no. So yeah, but I actually did pretty good. I tasted it 2 days, and then I was like, I'm done with this because I know it'll add up, you know. So yeah, just when you're going out, just limit yourself, you know. I mean, you don't have to be perfect. If you're trying to cut back and you're going out with your friends, just limit your portions. You know, if you want to have a drink, have one drink. You know, don't drink a whole bottle of wine. Just have one glass of wine, you know, just limit it. Because this is a lifestyle change, but this isn't like a starvation thing where you're going to feel deprived. That'll just backfire too. All right, guys. I don't want to leave. I want to do more with you guys. I'm excited. All right. Well, if nobody has any questions,
How much, Grandma?
I guess we will call it a week or a chat or whatever until I see you guys again next week. If you have anything you want me to cover, please let me know, and then we can cover those things. But most of all, I want to keep you guys motivated.
Sweetness.
All right. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work. And if you haven't worked out today, go do it now. I want to see those sweaty pics.
They have Ari Snapchat.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Is it like a group Snapchat?
It's called Zoom.